You don't always think he will leave. Sometimes everything looks normal. He texts you back. He says the right things. He's still there. And yet, somewhere inside you there is a quiet fear, a feeling you can't fully explain, that if someone better appeared, he would choose her, not because he's cruel, not because he promised nothing, but because deep down you believe you are easy to replace. You may not say it out loud. In fact, you might look confident, independent, put together. You laugh, you function, you know how to seem fine. But fear doesn't always look like insecurity. Sometimes it looks like trying harder, being more understanding, more attractive, more agreeable, less needy, less emotional, less complicated. You start managing yourself in quiet ways, not because anyone asked you to, because some part of you believes love must be maintained, earned, protected from better options. So when he seems distracted, your body notices. When his tone changes slightly, you feel it. When he takes longer to reply, something in you tightens. You tell yourself you're overthinking, but it doesn't feel like overthinking. It feels like danger. And that's what makes this so exhausting. You are not only loving someone, you are competing with imaginary women who may not even exist. The prettier one, the calmer one, the easier one, the girl with less history, less pain, less depth, less needs. You compare yourself to people you've never met, sometimes to women on screens, sometimes to women from his past, sometimes to a version of womanhood that no real person could ever sustain. And every comparison quietly asks the same question. Why would anyone choose you if better is available? That question can shape your whole relationship. It changes how you speak. You become careful. You rehearse texts before sending them. You apologize too quickly. You hide disappointment. You pretend small things don't hurt. You become low maintenance, not because it feels natural, but because you think difficult women get replaced first. So you shrink in subtle ways, not dramatically, quietly. You laugh when something bothers you. You say it's okay when it isn't. You act chill while feeling anxious. You stay soft on the outside while becoming tense inside. And over time, you stop asking one important question. Not, am I enough for him? But is this enough for me? Because fear always redirects your attention away from your own needs toward your position in someone else's life. That is why this feeling can be so hard to notice. It doesn't always arrive as panic. Sometimes it arrives as performance, as being easy to love, easy to keep, easy to choose. But love built on self-erasure never feels safe for long, because the more you abandon yourself to be chosen, the less chosen you feel. Then you may start blaming yourself. Maybe if I were prettier, maybe if I were more successful, maybe if I were less emotional, maybe if I healed faster, maybe if I needed less. But the pain is rarely about beauty or success or perfection.
You seem lighter.
It's often about something older, something quieter, a belief formed long before this relationship began, that love is unstable, that attention can disappear, that closeness can be withdrawn without warning, that someone can turn warm one day and distant the next. And when you learn that early enough, your nervous system remembers, even if your mind forgets. So now, when someone matters to you, the old alarm wakes up, not loudly, softly, a delayed reply, A distracted voice, a shift in energy. Small moments become loaded, not because you are broken, because your body has learned to scan for loss, to anticipate replacement before it happens, to prepare before the pain arrives. This is why reassurance sometimes doesn't last. He can tell you he loves you, he can hold you, he can stay, and still, part of you remains unconvinced, because words land in the present, but fear often comes from the past, and the past does not disappear just because someone good has entered your life. It waits, quietly, inside ordinary moments, inside silence, inside pauses, inside your need to know if everything is still okay. You may even choose people who intensify this fear, not consciously, but familiar pain often feels more believable than calm love. So if someone is inconsistent, emotionally unavailable, hard to read, your system may mistake that uncertainty for depth. You think you are trying to win love, but sometimes you are trying to finally master an old wound, to become the one who is chosen this time, the one who is not left,
Text me later.
the one who is preferred, the one who wins. But relationships are not healing when they keep reopening the same injury. And being chosen is not the same as being safe. This is where many women stay trapped. You keep trying to become more lovable instead of asking why love feels like competition at all. Why does another woman feel like a threat before she is even real? Why does his attention feel like something you must secure? Why does being loved feel temporary? Those questions matter more than any beauty standard ever could. Because when the wound stays hidden, you keep solving the wrong problem. You improve your looks, your body, your patience, your communication, your flexibility. Meanwhile, the real belief remains untouched. Someone better will always take my place. And if that belief stays alive, no amount of external improvement will calm you for long. There will always be someone prettier, someone younger, someone more effortless, someone different. Comparison has no ending. It only changes faces. That is why peace does not come from becoming unbeatable. It comes from no longer treating love like a ranking system. From realizing connection is not a prize given to the most flawless woman in the room. Real intimacy is not built on outperforming invisible rivals. It is built on truth, compatibility, consistency, mutual care, emotional safety, and none of those things can be secured by becoming smaller, or quieter, or more convenient. You do not become irreplaceable by removing your humanity. You become real, and real love can only meet the version of you that actually exists. Not the edited version, not the polished version, not the version built from fear. Maybe that is why this hurts so much. Because part of you has been working so hard to be chosen, while another part of you has simply wanted to rest, to stop monitoring, to stop comparing, to stop proving, to stop wondering if someone else could do better. Maybe the deepest healing is not learning how to compete. Maybe it is learning that love was never supposed to feel like a competition in the first place. And maybe the woman you were afraid he would replace was never your real rival. The real rival was the voice inside you that said you were replaceable at all.